Do you find that when you do your exercises that your face starts to fall after you finish? Does that happen to you? And also when you change series, do you find that different parts of your face start to change? You know, gains that you've got in one series start to change in the next series? Well, stay with me and I'll let you know what's going on.
Little by little, piece by piece, I take back what's been stolen from me. Little by little, piece by piece, until I'm complete.
Hey gorgeous, how are you going today? Today I wanted to talk to you about why things change on your face when you first start facial exercises or when you change series. So I'll tackle when you first start facial exercises. So you start with series 1 and you're doing all those great exercises, and then you might do it in the morning and you look fantastic when you're putting your makeup on to go to work. You're all perky and all plump, and then you get to work and you look all wizened and it's all dropped. So that is a typical thing that will happen when you first start facial exercising, and that might happen for the whole first series because you have to start getting your muscles used to the exercises and your muscles have to start to grow. So it's like when you go to the gym and you might start the first day at the gym and doing some lifting weights. Your body is not going to change immediately, and it's going to take time for the muscles to start to grow. Exactly the same thing happens to your face, okay? Because they're the same muscles, so you have to give it time. The other thing that happens is when you're changing series, you might have a whole heap of gains from one series, and then you go to the next one, and then things start to change. You know, your cheeks might start to drop or your nose might start to droop. Something will start to happen, and it changes. And again, this is because we're changing exercises. Now, when you do face aerobics, you have to change the exercises. And this is because you're doing a massive amount of repetitions. It's not like when you're doing face yoga. Face yoga is much more gentle on the muscles. So it's not like doing facial yoga. It's much stronger and you get much more gains with facial exercise. But you have to change the exercises and the amount of repetitions that you do, because otherwise if you keep doing the same repetitions all the time, your face will start to fatigue, all those little muscles will start to fatigue, and then your face will start to sag and everything will start reversing. So this is why I've created this progressive load with the repetitions, and also to change the exercises so you do not plateau. Now, if somebody says they're plateauing, it means they're doing the same thing all the time. It means they're not changing it. So this is why people plateau with their body exercises, because they don't change them. Now, the way to stop that from happening, and the way to stop the deflation of the lift when you first start facial exercising, is to do either face planking or facial yoga. Now, I have Facerobics face yoga, and what that is basically the energy lift that you do at the end of each exercise set. So for the first series, if you're doing face yoga, you would do all the exercises. So you do the first one, you hold it up for 10 seconds and release, and you do that 3 times. Same thing, you just go through the routine, hold it for 10 seconds, release, do that 3 times. So when you're doing face yoga, here is a link to show you how to do the face yoga. And you do that for every series, okay? So you stay with that for each series that you do. So that set of exercises that you do in that series, you do the corresponding face yoga with it. And what that facial yoga does is help sustain the lift, all right? Also, it helps you understand and really learn to isolate what muscles are actually moving. I mean, when you're doing the exercises, you have that as well, but facial yoga really helps you concentrate on that one muscle as you're holding it in a pose. Now, the other thing that you can do is face planking, and face planking also helps sustain the lift. Now, face planking is really good because it also is a progressive load. So you start at 20 seconds to hold the plank, and then you move up to 30, 40, 50, 60, as long as you are doing a progression on it. Okay, you can't just hold a face plank for 80 seconds because you just won't be able to hold it. Now, a face plank is this. So if you see me doing this, what I'm doing is I'm lifting my forehead, I'm then lifting my eyes, I've put my tongue at the roof of my mouth, I'm now lifting my cheeks and my lower cheeks and my neck. And you can see how strong and taut my neck is there. And that is a face plank. Now you do that, as I say, it's a progressive load again on the muscles. So you start at 20 seconds and you might do that for a couple of days, and then you'll move to 30 seconds. Might do that for a few days, and do it as you move up the level, as you move up the seconds. Just do it to where you can hold the pose. So what happens is that you might have it for 30 seconds and your face starts shaking a bit, the muscles start quivering. That's when you need to stop. So if you can hold it for 30 seconds and your muscles don't shake and quiver, then move to the next one, 40 seconds. Now, once you get to say 60 seconds, just keep doing that face planking you can do it just for 1 minute at night when you're in bed. Okay? Now, if you do your exercises at night, do the face planking in the morning before you get up. 1 minute. And you will find that the lift is amazing. I've been doing it a lot more now. I really enjoy face planking because it's fast, it's quick, it's easy, and it really is very effective. So here's a link to the face planking on how to do that as well. Now these two techniques will absolutely help sustain that lift, and it will stop you from wanting to change exercises when you get to the next series. Now don't pick and choose what exercises you do, just follow the series. That would be fantastic because it's there for you to follow. It all works and you can see it works. Look, I've turned 60 years of age this year and you can see how toned my face is, right? And it's amazing that my skin is still in the condition and strength that it is. Very little sagging that I have, very little bagging anywhere. And this is all done by facial exercise, okay? And really, it's something that once you start doing it, you will absolutely love doing it. So please try to have a look at these other videos that I've given you, other techniques that I've given you, and ask a question if you need to ask and I'll answer it. And do remember to subscribe to the channel because that'll help you keep up to date with all the different techniques. Go ahead and like it and go ahead and click that bell because then you'll get notifications. Also, I don't know if many of you know, but I do have a facial exercise gym. Here is the link to the gym. It's a really great little gym. It has all sorts of information there about your facial exercises. Anyway, you go and have a look and it might be something you're interested in. Okay, you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Little by little.